Hello all and good evening. My name is James. Kyle and I met about 15 years ago on the Piedmont Lakes Degenerate Circuit. I was freshly flunked out of UCF, go Knights, and had literally nothing to do except work in a mailroom from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Monday through Friday, and then I would dress up like a polar bear and skate around the ice on Saturdays. This was a long time ago. At the time, Kyle was working with his dad in the roofing business. No thanks. So he would get off work around the same time as me most days, sporting $1 million tan, and he always had a little bit of money to burn, so we hung out all the time. We were still underage at the time, but we managed to find a way to get what we needed. Shout out to the Apopka Food Mart. Those Busch Light tall boy pallets, hey yo, I know some of y'all know. Even though I'm older than him by a couple of years, the tanned leather local look and facial hair made him the prime candidate for these purchases. We spent several years basically being drunk every day and staying up all night. We like to fish together, golf together, pool days, Wekiva Island days, and we like to play the greatest game ever invented. Full contact slip and slide beer ball. Even then, when I was a younger man, I was sore for days and I pulled every muscle in my body at least twice. Naturally, we had to retire the game around the time I turned 25, but hopefully we can pass it on to the next generation. Kyle and I have been roommates, brothers, and platonic lovers. I affectionately refer to him as Daddy. Not everybody can say this, but I'm so excited for my daddy to get married today. Especially to someone as great as Dorian. As I've grown to know Dorian, I know she's the perfect woman for brother Kyle. She is strong-willed and steadfast. She knows how to have a good time, and she has just enough patience to put up with even the grumpiest version of Kyle. Speaking of Kyle, for those who don't know him well, he's an absolute beauty. He's one of the most kind-hearted and empathetic people I know. He's a ball buster, but he would do anything for anybody. He is incredibly generous and has a huge heart. So Dorian, I have one question for you. How does it feel to be basically committing to sleeping beside the same man that can sleep anywhere for the rest of your life? Anyway, congratulations, guys. I love you both. Congratulations. Yes, ma'am.
And next up, let's get our maid of honor up to the stage for her speech. This is Brandis.
Hello, everybody. I would only do this for you because I am so nervous right now. No, I love you so much. Okay, Dorian, from competitors to friends to roommates, I would never have imagined I was memorizing walking courses with one of my lifelong friends and sisters. As you walk through the arena of life, every moment gets better and more exciting. And yes, these are riding puns. When you introduced me to Kyle, I knew from your smile he was the one. The moment he showed me your ring and told me he was choosing you for the next course of your life, my heart was filled with love and excitement. I saw the ring and knew how much he put into it and how much love and thought and care he put into it. As he told me the day before we had to walk around to Epcot, I had to keep the biggest secret of my life. I couldn't sleep the night before. Q looked at me and I said, Q, you're the only thing I can tell right now. My best friend's getting married probably a year from now, and I have to walk around the world with her. That was terrifying. And about a month later, I was able to tell him, how dare you do that to me? As you go on and move up in the next chapter of your life, I know you choose the right partner who loves you almost as much as I do. Almost. Congratulations and cheers to your future. I love you so much and happy birthday.
Next up, we'd like to invite John, Dorian's brother, to join us on the stage.
Good evening. Good evening. First of all, happy birthday, Dorian. Might as well make your wedding day your birthday. Kyle, please don't forget this. It's kind of an important day for you. For those of you who don't know me, I am John. I am Dorian's older brother, better looking, a little bit more savvy. What'd you say? Little Stacy, yes, sir. I don't always tell people this, but Dorian was my 7th birthday present. Dorian was born 4 days after my birthday. And originally I was kind of pissed off because I was an only child growing up. But then I grew to love her, and I'll be honest, she's become my best friend since then. Growing up, Dorian was a very shy, sweet girl. She used to always hide in the shadows behind me and my parents. And it's been quite amazing to watch you grow up, especially with Kyle's help, to come out of that shell and become a full-on, robust woman. I'd like to take partial credit for that, but I will give most of that to Kyle. I did make her my personal wrestling dummy as I was growing up. She was also a victim to most of my childhood pranks. That would include a peanut butter and hot sauce sandwich that she'll never forget about. Next time, be specific on what you want with your peanut butter sandwich. Now, I know a lot of y'all think of Dorian as being a very talented equestrian rider, but she didn't actually start there. She started playing soccer because most of our family started playing soccer. But when we'd go to the games, Dorian never looked at the ball. She would run around the field singing, and she would chase butterflies off the field, and the ball would just roll right in front of her. And I think at that point we kind of realized she's not going to play ball sports. She's going to be around animals, and in walks the equestrian life. Now, I'll never forget Dorian's first horse. His name was Harry Trotter. It was right when the first Harry Potter books were coming out. And I remember her riding this horse, and it was like a game changer for her. It was her true passion, and she obviously never looked away from them ever since. Now, Kyle, brother. I've been waiting to say that for a long time. I actually remember going to Teak with you and Dorian for the first time to meet over in Maitland. And Dorian never dated growing up. It was only her. So for her to introduce me to a guy was kind of like mind-blowing. I was like, okay, this must be someone pretty special. And every moment that I've seen you two together since then, I've known that you are someone very, very special to her. I mean, just the way that she acts around you and the way she talks with you and the confidence that comes out of her when she's with you, it's very special, it's very inspiring. So I just want to make sure I say that to you now. I knew that once I saw you guys together, I thought the equestrian thing was going to be done because that was her first love, and now we're moving on to the second. So I just want to say, you know, you've really helped her grow as a woman. You and your slightly unhinged group of friends have really brought her out of her shell. I've never seen that much drinking on a golf course, by the way. I don't know how the hell you guys even made it to 18 at that point, but they were all there. They were still coherent, mostly. It was great. So you really helped her grow, and I just want to say congratulations. Sorry, Grandma. Don't fuck this up. I'm just kidding. I'm just so glad you two found each other, and I hope that you guys have a wonderful life of adventure, laughter, and love, and maybe some peanut butter sandwiches without hot sauce.
It's time now for the father of the bride, Rick, to come up. He's going to say a few special words for Dorian and Kyle, and then he's going to bless the food, and then we'll have dinner.
Thank you, thank you. First thing I'd like to start with is some gratitude. I appreciate everybody that came out here today. I mean, I know everybody had to travel, so this was a beautiful venue, and I appreciate you guys coming and attending and seeing this glorious ceremony that we had today. So they told me to write down some notes, and I don't like to write down notes, but I did. So when I was sitting in the bathroom writing on the toilet paper, it kind of crinkled up on me. So I threw that away, and I started a whole new speech. The kids told me to be really brief with this talk, so I will be. So Dorian was born April 26th. Oh, wait, that's today. So happy birthday, Dorian. And last year, at this time, we were in Charleston, South Carolina, and she got engaged. This man got down on one knee. He got down on one knee and proposed to her. And it was such a beautiful scene. So, congratulations. So Dorian, as John had mentioned, she's a very good equestrian. We have a picture of her over there when she was maybe 1 or 2 years old, sitting on a pony. And she always, took to the horses. So we went to San Antonio on a dude ranch, and I think she was, like 7? 6 maybe. And so the guy's going like, hey, she's got to ride with somebody. And we're going like, hey, she can ride a horse. So the guy put her on a horse and she went forward, went backwards, went left and right. And the guy goes, dang, she's better than some of the adults we get in here. So they let her ride by herself at that young age, which was a great thing. So speaking of horses, there's always the positive side, but then I always like to talk about I'm going to say 4 falls that she had, okay? So, number 1, we're riding in Tampa, and Tampa is like their fairgrounds, right? So, she's riding out, and this elephant raises his trunk and stands up. Her horse comes to a complete stop. She goes flying over the top, lands on her back, and it's like, we don't know what happened. She finally gets up and walks away. So, the second time, I think it was in Charleston, actually. It was a double oxer. So all the girls know what this is, but it's like you jump in 2 steps and then you jump again. There was a crow in between the double oxer, right? So Dorian goes over the first jump. The crow flies up. The horse stops. She dismounts. She goes flying over the top. She does a spin, a little pirouette, throws her hands in the air. Everybody's going like 10, 10. She did great, So, it was a beautiful fall. Third time we were in Ocala and she was testing out a horse, right? So this farm in Ocala had this huge, it was a huge oak tree in the middle of the ring. So she's, cantering, trotting, and then so she goes around. So they go, hey, why don't you go try a jump? You got to go around the oak tree and come through. So she goes around this oak tree and we're going like 1, 2, 3, the horse should be out by now, 5, 6. All of a sudden we see her stand up, hands in the air. What had happened? The horse had narcolepsy and saw the jump, got so excited it fell asleep. All 4 spalled out, and she goes flying over the top. So, yeah, serious story here. So finally, the 4th time I saw her fall, is when she started dating Kyle. She fell in love, and I could tell right away. They started in August. They went out, their first date was in August. And what's after August is September, right? So UCF football games, she goes to all the games with me. She didn't take him to the first game, but she did to the second. Boy, was that a mistake. He and I was like grilling him. And he was drinking me under the table. And I was just like, oh my gosh, this kid's cool. But we had a great time. And Kyle, I appreciate you. You're such a wonderful person. He's been great to my daughter. I could tell she was glowing when she first was talking about him. He was a very good gentleman. He would, open the car door for her. He would watch her. Take care of her. And I appreciate that. And it's not easy giving away your daughter, but I couldn't have found a better guy to give them to. So I really appreciate that, Kyle. Yeah. All right, I want to end on, remember the 3 C's, okay? Communication. You guys got to have communication. You got to talk to each other. Compromise. You need to, somebody's got to give sometimes, so compromise is a big one. The third one is conceive, because I want grandkids. Thank you, guys. Love you, man. All right, can I ask everybody to bow your heads, please? Dear Lord, Bless this wedding. Bless this matrimony that we just went through. Take care of both of these two. Help these two to be the loving couple that they've been prior, and keep them loving and watch over them both. Lord, bless all the people and all the travel that you guys had to do to come here. Keep them safe on their way homes tonight. Protect them in their ways. Also, Lord, bless this food that we're going to eat. Bless the food to our bodies and our bodies to your service. Bless the hands that prepared it and the mouths that are going to eat this food. In your name we pray. Amen.